I want to speak about a topic this evening that is both natural and deeply personal to women: menopause. I'm a certified functional nutrition counselor focusing on women ascending through menopause via nutrition, movement, and mindset, and also a woman experiencing menopause currently. Menopause is the stage in a woman's life where the menstrual cycle comes to an end. Medically, it is confirmed after 12 consecutive months without a period. But beyond the definition, menopause is not just a biological event. It is a transition. I like to call it an ascension. It's a recalibration of hormones, energy, and identity that can affect the body, the mind, and emotions in ways that are often not spoken about enough. What I've been coming to understand through my own experience and through conversations with other women is that menopause is not the same for any woman or for every woman. For some, it comes with a very long list of symptoms: hot flashes, night sweats, sleep disruption, brain fog, weight changes, anxiety, mood swings, acne, and emotional intensity that feels unfamiliar. For others, it's much quieter. It's a slow, subtle closing of one cycle and the beginning of another. And what has been most interesting to me is how differently women describe it depending on where they live. Since moving to Jamaica, I've had conversations with women who simply say, "My cycle stopped," and that's it. No long explanation, no deep list of symptoms. It's spoken about in a very matter-of-fact, almost peaceful way. And I contrast that with conversations I've had with women in more fast-paced, high-pressure environments where menopause is often described as physically and mentally intense. Not just a body changing, but a whole system feeling disrupted. Mind, mood, and energy all shifting at once, which is overwhelming. That difference made me start paying closer attention, not just to menopause itself, but to context my own experience shifted too. Within the first 60 days of living in Jamaica, I noticed something very significant. My menopausal symptoms decreased drastically. My body felt more regulated, my sleep improved, emotional waves felt less sharp, my nervous system felt calmer. And I started asking myself what changed. It wasn't just one thing. It felt like everything around me played a role. The environment, the food, the sunshine, the pace of life, the movement of my body through walking, through sweating, through being outside more. There's a different pace here. It's more grounded, more natural, and less forced. And over time, those small shifts began to feel like big medicine. And we need to talk about how deeply environment affects the body, especially during transitions like this. Because menopause is not only hormonal, it's a full body experience. The body is constantly responding to what it is living inside of, such as stress, nutrition, rest, community, and the pace. And what I've come to realize is that sometimes what we call menopause symptoms may also be the body responding to everything it has been carrying for years. I believe menopause is spiritual as well. When some of that weight is lifted, when life softens, even slightly, the menopausal experience can soften too. It doesn't disappear, it just softens. So I find myself reflecting on this stage of life very differently now. Not as something to fear, but as something to observe with curiosity, to move through with more awareness and compassion. Every woman's experience is real, but it's also very layered. It's shaped by lifestyle, environment, stress levels, and the nervous system we're living inside of. So I want to speak to the woman who is entering this ascension and wondering what is happening to her body. The woman who is trying to make sense of the emotional and physical shifts, who may feel like she is changing in ways she doesn't understand. You're not alone in this, and your experience is valid no matter what it looks like. But I want to gently ask, what is your environment teaching your body right now? What is your daily pace? Is it supporting or draining? What is your nervous system carrying that may not actually belong to this moment? At times, the body doesn't need fixing, it just needs support. It needs less pressure, more nourishment, more space, more gentleness. And I would love to open this up as a conversation to the women listening, especially those moving through or approaching menopause. What has your experience been like? Have you noticed changes in your body, your energy, emotions? Do you feel your environment has played a role in how this transition, or what I like to call again, ascension, has unfolded for you? I believe this is a conversation we need more often, with more honesty and less fear and embarrassment. Because menopause is not just an ending, it's also a beginning. Remember, I said in a previous post that death and resurrection happen at the same time. How we move through menopause can shape the next chapter of our lives in a very, very significant way. I would love to hear your comments and feedback. Thank you so much for listening. Love, health, and wealth. Peace.